Sairam. Now let us continue about the topic surrender. Surrender exactly means Sharanagati. This surrender word is not familiar to me because as a small child of 8 or 10, I said my exposure was too much with my grandfather, Narayana Pata, during our vacation times. I've already told you in previous episodes. So he always used to say, there's no need to ask God anything because we are born here for the karma what we have done in the past. So we are all facing the karma which we have done in the past. Uh, that's the reason they say at least in this Janma, do something good, that you go back with a clean slate and either you attain mukti or if there's any leftover karma from this body or the soul, you will get back into another body to complete that karma. So this was not at all familiar with me. The surrender word was not at all familiar with me at all. So Tata always said, Sharanagati அடைஞ்சிடணும் அவ்வளோதான் ஒன்றும் கேட்க வேண்டாம். Like he used to say, don't ask anything. நீ என்ன கேட்கணும் சுவாமிகிட்ட நீ என்ன கேட்கணும் சத்புத்தி சத்புத்திதா அது போகும். Sadbuddhi means, see, for me, why I'm talking about this and Swami's surrender, when I understood about Swami's teachings, it was not at all new to me. Though I never went to Puttaparthi or Whitefield, though Whitefield was very close to our place. We were staying in Hormao. We never went like that, just often like that, we never went. And Swami always says, it's better not to come because I know Dr. Padmanabhan's son, Dr. Prithvi Raval, known as Jagdish. He's a very good family friend of ours. And they used to board their dog, Joey, with us when they were whenever they go out of station. So Dr. Prithvi always used to say, Swami always says, work is worship, do your work. Don't come here and waste your time. I tell you, each and every person has got a different lifestyle. And our Mother Lord Swami knows what is our lifestyle. And Swami is correcting us to become good human beings and to utilize our time, not wasting it, and doing some satkarmas. So the surrender word is not at all new to me because Tata always said Sharanagati. So the Sharanagati meaning just say Sharanagati. I am Sharana Sharanarthi. So as a child, it was like, I have seen my Tata chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam and Lalita Sahasranam while drawing the water. He never sat and chanted the slogans because he was so busy as an oil merchant and, he had a lot of work in this field because around too many acres of land where tamarind and cocoa and so many other things were there. So he had to go. So early morning, 4 o'clock, I've seen him drawing water from the well and, pouring the water over the head. See, nowadays everybody wants hot water, geyser water. But as children, we were taught to take bath in cold water. I still do take my bath in cold water. So basically, it's like, so the word surrender was not at all familiar to me when it came into my mind through some source. So Swami always says surrender. See, only when you surrender to something, you can achieve something, right? So now this is just a topic about surrender, that is Sharanagati. And how this surrender happened to me in my life through Swami again in an episode, which I will talk about the next vlog. And surrender, it was, as I told you, it was not at all, when I saw that poster, I will tell you about that in the next episode. It was like as though I'm seeing my Narayana Tata, because my Narayana Tata never asked for anything. He taught us not to ask. He said, do your Nitya Puja. Nitya Puja should be done in your house. Nitya Puja, Nityanushtanam. And you should feed the God in your house. Leaving the God in your house, you're going to temples and doing Archana and Abhishekam and standing in the queue is of no use. I don't say don't go to temples. You have to go to temples. But as born as Brahmins, we are brought up in an atmosphere with mantras. We were, as our parents conceived us in the womb, we have heard only mantras. After we are brought out, we were brought out to the world as a small infant. We are hearing only mantras. And everywhere these Brahmins are hearing only mantras. So they were actually, my Tata say, we are born for mantras. So about the surrender, I'll tell you how it happened to me in the next episode. Sai Ram.